I cannot stop thinking of you. From the mornings you ease, to the evenings you quiet.
Before we start, I would want you to hit that red subscribe button so you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to our channel. After signing an enormous deal in 2017, Shonda Rhimes has finally released her first project for Netflix with Bridgerton. Adapted from Julia Quinn's novel, Bridgerton is a soapy, steamy spectacle set in Regency-era London's high society. There's everything you might not have known about 2020's biggest hits. Let's talk about the untold truth of Bridgerton. Shonda Rhimes first joined forces with Netflix back in 2017, and clearly, she considered her first move at service very carefully. As it turns out, Bridgerton was a long time in the making, and the hard work of Rhimes and her longtime protege, Chris Von Dusen, paid off. According to a feature in Shondaland, the online publication crafted by Rhimes' team, Rhimes herself gave copies of Julia Quinn's best-selling book series to Van Dusen, and the duo was enthralled by Quinn's story and the world she'd created. Van Dusen was hooked right away, saying, "I've always loved period shows. The sets, the costumes, the rules, they're so rife with conflict, but at the same time, I think they're considered a bit traditional and conservative. With Bridgerton, I wanted to take everything I loved about a period show and turn it into something fresh, topical, and relatable. Bridgerton is full of unforgettable characters, but one of the most exciting parts of the series, for most of its fans, is a character who never even appears on screen. Throughout the show, a mysterious gossip monger named Lady Whistledown shakes up London's high society with a scandalous, semi-regular publication made in secret. Nobody knows who Lady Whistledown is, but clearly, she knows all of London's wealthiest families exceptionally well. The identity of Lady Whistledown is revealed at the end of the show's first season, but she's not voiced by anyone we see. Instead, the character is voiced by the legendary Dame Julie Andrews, who plays the role to perfection. During Q&A on Twitter, Van Dusen revealed that Julie Andrews recorded all of her voiceover work remotely in sessions that he described a total riot. Unfortunately for the Bridgerton cast, most of them haven't gotten the chance to meet Andrews in person.
They were saying, we're going to fly her over to visit set. So then every day I was like a child at Christmas being like, is it today? Is today Julie Day? She's coming.
Bridgerton might look like a breezy, glamorous world for everybody involved, but as it turns out, creating that world took a ton of work. In an interview with Harper's Bazaar, Phoebe Denover, who plays the Bridgerton family diamond Daphne, revealed that the cast attended a boot camp to learn about every facet of Regency-era life. After getting cast in 2019, Denover and Regé-Jean Page, who plays Simon, the Duke of Hastings and Daphne's eventual husband, were thrown directly into the fray. The two went through 6 weeks of costume fittings and training for their leading roles, with lessons in horse riding, piano, and etiquette on their busy schedules. Denover and Page definitely seem right at home in their roles as Daphne and Simon, but a lot of work went into making their characters feel like real people and not just fancy costumes. Bridgerton has its fair share of steamy romance scenes. While these scenes tend to feel spontaneous, they're also carefully planned and choreographed by the show's intimacy coordinator, Lizzie Talbot, who opened up to Vulture about some of the unexpected difficulties during her work on Bridgerton. One of her biggest challenges simply had to do with the size of the beds, which, in an attempt to stay grounded in the Regency era, were quite small, Talbot revealed. These beds were not built for someone as tall as Reg, and he'd be hanging off the bed. That's honestly where some of the key choreography comes from. It's positioning people on beds and working out. Okay, if there's a roll-off here, how do we make it so he's not rolling onto the floor or his feet are hanging off?
Your name, sir?
Am I honestly to believe you do not already know my name?
If I were truly courting you, I would not need flowers. Only 5 minutes alone with you in a drawing room.
Stare into my eyes.
As Bridgerton's first season draws to a close, the series reveals a huge secret, specifically the identity of Lady Whistledown. Despite Eloise Bridgerton's best efforts to unmask the gossip monger, only viewers know that meek, sweet Penelope Featherington. Eloise's close friend and frequently overlooked daughter of the wealthy Featheringtons is responsible for Lady Whistledown's missives. In an interview with Entertainment Weekly, Coughlin revealed that she had some advance notice for this twist. While pursuing online fan forums centered on the books, she discovered that Penelope was Lady Whistledown and confirmed that the plotline would be kept intact in the show.
We must continue our ruse until I've found my match.
In the grand battle of the season, I am your trusted general, marshalling the troops. How does one manage to make such a terribly unbecoming sound while laughing?
Discuss the matter of Daphne's dowry.
There is nothing to discuss. I will not accept one.
Bridgerton's first season ends with the one huge question: what happened to Mr. Bridgerton? Violet frequently references her husband, and it's clear that the two shared a loving relationship and enjoyed a happy marriage before his death. However, the first season finale's very last moments may contain not just a huge clue about Mr. Bridgerton, but also what could be coming up next on Bridgerton. As Simon and Daphne bask in their shared glow after Daphne gives birth to their first, as yet unnamed child, the camera pans to the mansion's windowsill, where a bumblebee takes flight. This bumblebee seems to be a direct reference to one of Quinn's books, The Viscount Who Loved Me, where readers discover that Mr. Bridgerton's death was caused by a fatal allergic reaction after a bee sting, making his oldest son, Anthony, the new Viscount with brand new responsibilities. While Mr. Bridgerton's cause of death isn't in the first season, Anthony's reluctance to lead the Bridgerton family plays a huge role, so perhaps this beat indicates Anthony will take center stage going forward. Whether or not Van Dusen folds this plotline into future seasons of Bridgerton remains to be seen, but book fans likely knew exactly what the bumblebee meant. Part of the overall magic of Bridgerton is the attention of detail and world building, created and crafted by talented production and costume designers working behind the scenes. In a featurette released by Netflix, costume designer Ellen Marijanek reveals that while she tried to maintain historical accuracy overall, she also wanted to include some modern touches that no one would have seen in 1813.
I assure you, I'm anything but interested in you.
Good.
Quite.
And I anything but interested in you.
The young lady flatters me. It was not love at first sight. For either of us.
Yours or mine?
You truly believe we are to have separate rooms? I should think not.
You chose this for yourself. You chose to lie to me.
I did not lie. I thought you were prepared. I thought you understood how a child came to be. Sister!
Your name, sir?
Am I honestly to believe you do not already know my name?
Exactly how many horses do you have? Might I have an extra one? Your horses are the prettiest.
Hyacinth, I do believe that you... I assure you, I'm anything but interested in you.
Good.
Quite.
And I anything but interested in you.
Your Grace, I had no...
Here,
Your ruse until I found my match.
in the grand battle of the season, I am your trusted general.
This brings us to an end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the next two videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.